sign.
What's up, Foppers? This is Illshifter for FocusOnPlay, joined here with Bird Flu Got Me. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey guys, this is Bird Flu Got Me. We're doing some arena right now. We're choosing between our cards. Kind of going to save you guys a little bit of time because we're kind of already in the middle of choosing our card. Yeah, we had a little whoops.
A little whoops with the recording studio, I'd say. We forgot to start recording, which is one of the biggest ones. We did start off with Mark of the Wild for our first one in Mountain Giant. We didn't have a great second pick. But right now we're trying to decide between these three, and we'll go ahead and just pick off right where we forgot to leave.
Yeah.
Some kind of words like that.
Yeah, and we started with the Druid. We had the choice between Druid, a Warlock, and the... What was the other one? Druid, the Warlock, and the one... Shaman, yeah.
Yeah, but we picked Druid.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and get right back into it. So Razorfin Hunter, Dark Iron Dwarf, Harvest Golem, that's a 2/3 for 3, plus 1/1, so it's a 3/4 for 3. That's with the plus 2 attack is a 6/4 for 4, situationally of course, and the Harvest Golem giving a 2/1 when he dies, so it's a 4/4 for 3. My favorite would probably be the Harvest Golem because even if you do get him out early, if you do get him killed, he does get the 2/1 after that.
I'm going to agree with you on the far right.
Alright, let's do that one then. Alright, now we're here at number 4. We have our choices between Starfall. We choose one, deal 5 damage to a minion, or 2 to all minions. Defender of Argus, Battlecry giving adjacent minions 1/1, and Taunt or Bite giving our hero 4 attack and 4 armor for this turn. This is a bit of a hard one. So far, we only have one thing that can give something a taunt. However, it's very unlikely for us to get another wave clear, which is what this is pretty much for.
Yeah, see, the rare cards are always the hardest to choose from because they give you 3 really good ones, and situationally, sometimes you pick the wrong ones for your first, second, third, fourth, fifth games. But I agree, we need a wave clear early, and I think Starfall is the best decision.
Alright, I'm going to go with that too. Alright, for this one, we have Moonfire dealing 1 damage for 0 cost. We have the 5/4 Taunt, the Booty Bay Bodyguard, and Wild Growth for 2 mana, gaining an extra mana crystal, which can be pretty redundant if you do get a late game. It's a great early game card. Moonfire, not so much. You can clear something out with very little health. I'm kind of thinking the Booty Bay Bodyguard, and it does have such a wonderful name.
Yeah, we passed up the Booty Bay Bodyguard a little bit earlier in the game for the Mark of the Wild for the first pull, I believe. And I did say that we might get another Mark of the Wild, but it looks like we got another Taunt, the same Taunt, so I think we should choose it. Not even a really good choice of cards here, besides the Taunt, I mean.
Alright, for our next one, we do have the Shatter Sun Cleric, a 3/3 for 3, giving it 1/1, so that makes it a 4/4 for 3. We got Starfire dealing 5 damage and drawing a card for 6 mana. It's quite a big mana cost. We got Innervate, which gives 2 mana crystals this turn only, but you could play something really early, especially you got that coin early game too.
Excuse me. Yeah, I'm going to have to go with Innervate. I think Innervate is the best choice for this. Starfire is very good, but deal 5 damage and draw a card. It would give us draw a card too, but it takes so much mana to play that Starfire. I think Innervate would be good, and if we get another Starfire, we could play an Innervate and Starfire combo.
Yeah, I agree with that. Alright, so we find ourselves here with another Shattered Sun Cleric, giving the one we explained that earlier. The Ironbark Protector, which is an 8/8 for 8, which is definitely not a bad pick. And then we got another Moonfire, which isn't one of my favorites, I'd say. So I think it's really between these two.
I agree. I love that big Taunt. He's just such an asset late game. Give a friendly minion 1/1. If we get our buffs up, it's between them. If we could buff a minion 1/1, it would have to be a very good one, and it would be situational. I think the Taunt in the middle is the best to go with. He's just such a late hitter.
I'm gonna have to agree with that. Also, since we did get that Innervate, we could actually pull him out of round 6, and if we have the Mana Crystal round 5.
Ooh.
Alright, so we find ourselves here with the Fairy Dragon with 3/2 for 2, which isn't a bad ratio. We do have Wraith, which does 3 damage to a minion, or 1 damage and draw a card, or we can get another Mark of the Wild, and we've already kind of explained that one. That's a hard one. I think it might be, but I mean, the Fairy Dragon is nice because it can't be targeted by his spells or hero powers. It's a good early one to get out because nothing can really take it out without something with charge. But we're lacking quite a bit on the draw cards, and maybe giving a minion another Mark of the Wild might save our asses, but we do have 3 taunts, or 2 taunts.
I think that Wrath would be the best decision, just to be able to draw an extra card. Drawing cards is crucial in this game because you get a chance to get your combos. There's nothing worse than having a full deck of combos and having 3 cards and then top decking the whole time and you can't even build up a combo.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with that. Maybe a little early card draw wouldn't be the worst. We do have another Innervate. We could Innervate twice for our Ironbark Golem at fucking round 4. However, we might not need to do that because we do have a Stormwind Champion here, which is 6/6 for 7, giving all of our other minions +1/1, which could potentially make this card really beast. Chillwind Yeti is another one. It's really between these two for me. I do like the Chillwind Yeti because that is a hard card to get rid of for 4 mana.
I agree. It's between the left center. I do like Innervate. We already have it, but I'm gonna go with Chillwind Yeti, dude.
Yeah, look how bossy he looks with that fucking smile.
I know.
Dude,
and look at those horns. They're not curved forward exactly, but still nice.
All right, so we got our new choices here. We got the Arcane Golem with the charge battle card, giving your opponent a mana crystal. Not so good if they just needed 1 mana crystal to really just destroy you. This could be very situational. Great early game play. Because it makes all theirs worse, and you have something out on the field, you might really screw them over. But it does make ours cost 1 more, and we also have the Pint-Sized Summoner, giving minion you play each turn costs 1 less. I do like her. That plus Innovate. If we got that second Innovate, having the Ironbark Golem out at level 3.
That's what I mean. It's got to be the far right. We're making everything cost a little bit less, and we're going to be heavy hitting early rounds. That's what it looks like with this deck.
Alright, for our next one, we have the Direwolf Alpha. Jason minions get +1/1 attack, which is a beast, which Kyle was saying earlier he likes. We do have the Stone Tusk Boar with charge. It's a great level 1 play, but easily taken out. If you get that later, it's like almost useless. Claw, giving your hero +2 attack and 2 armor for just 1 is not bad, especially if you need to clear something out really early game. My choices would be between Claw and Direwolf Alpha. Yeah, same thing here. It's just such a hard choice for me, and I'm gonna have to go with the Direwolf Alpha. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing, man. Okay, so we got our subs here. A big hitter, Lord of the Arena. We got the Boulderfist Ogre with 6/7 for 6. It's a great late game card. We got the Lord of the Arena, which is a 6/5 with a taunt. The Silverback, was that Patriarch? There's a beast with taunt, 1/4 for 3. I don't really like him. He's kind of just a waste of space on the field. This guy is pretty good. Normally forces a 2-for-1 trade. Boulderfist Ogre, though, as well, for the same cost, you can get something really scary out in the field, especially if you can Mark a Wild that guy.
Definitely. Yeah, I agree with the left. The Silverback is just, he does not hit hard enough, and you'd have to waste cards to buff him. Big waste of time. It's between the center and the far right. Personally, I'm going to go with the Boulderfist Ogre on this one.
Bam! Boulderfist Ogre got picked. Alright, so for our next one, we got Moonfire, which we've been pretty much avoiding all game. Got the Mad Bomber, dealing 3 damage to randomly split between other characters. This could really be a double-edged sword. It really could hit you very hard, or it could save your buttocks. We got the Stormwind Knight with a 2/5 charge. Pretty sad on the damage, but he's kind of like a weird, because normally when you pick a charge, I'm kind of going with him because he's got the extra health that really could make a gameplay change for us.
I agree. Normally, I would go with the Mad Bomber, but if you have a lot of cards out and your enemy doesn't have anything out and you want to throw this guy out and you throw him out on accident, he's going to deal 3 damage randomly split between everyone on your side of the field. So, charge.
Yeah.
We'll take him.
Alright, for our next one, we got, we could get another Innovate, trying to get that early game play. The Battlecry giving equal attack, well, he doesn't really have he doesn't have a weapon, so this is kind of useless. Shattersun Cleric with a great Battlecry, as we explained earlier. I think it's between these two.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Shattered Sun Cleric.
Alright, Shattered Sun Cleric, I think, I was a 50-50 chance, he really did settle it for me. Power of the Wild, giving 1/1 to all of your minions, or you can summon a 3/2 Panther, which is actually a very good price for 2 mana, especially with the choice. You got the Worgen Infiltrator with Stealth, 2/1 for 1, which is probably one of the best 1 costs in the game. And the Garambashi Berserker, whenever this minion takes damage, it gets 3 attack. We don't really have any reliable way of damaging our own guy, but he has saved me before. I'm really kind of thinking between these two. We don't have any level 1 costs yet.
Yeah, it's so hard to pass up on the Berserkers, just because, especially if you're mage or something like that, you can just hit them for 1, and the next thing you know, they're doing 5, 10, 15 damage to you. I kind of like Power of the Wild, but I'm kind of hesitant to give ourselves too many spell cards. See, what do we have? How many spell cards do we have here?
We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not bad.
4? Yeah.
Well, this also isn't a spell card because it's also a 3/2 Panther.
That's right. Okay, that's perfect then.
And that gives us choice, and that's what I was kind of explaining earlier for choice. I really don't like the Frost Elemental. It is nice maybe to freeze a character if you really need it. I'm thinking maybe another Power of the Wild or a Claw.
Yeah. Let's see. We passed up on a Claw before, and I think we should definitely take the Claw. The Frost Elemental, whereas he looks pretty beast, he never ends up doing much for us.
No, never all that much for us. Alright, so we have ourselves a Taunt here, which we are pretty much lacking in the early game. He's a pretty decent Taunt, normally cleared out pretty fast, could be sort of useless. Shatter Sun Cleric, how many have they offered us? Like 4 or 5 of these bastards?
Yeah, I guess they're trying to tell us something. I don't know.
Maybe we should take it. I mean, they're telling us something, or we take the Taunt, or maybe another Power of the Wild.
I like the Taunts and Rage. If they can't clear it out right away, then get +3 attack, and that makes them have to waste 5 damage on themselves if they want to take it out if they don't get it first time.
Yeah.
Which, they probably might not do. Let's see. It's 1/1. I don't know, man. You're gonna have to make a choice on this one.
Alright, that's the one for that.
Power of the Wild.
Yeah, Power of the Wild, I guess. Alright, but we did get another Tauren Warrior, which we just did give out. We can give our characters +2 attack. This also works for us. We will also get that +2 attack, or the Tauren Warrior. I don't really like healing. 6 mana for 5 damage and 4 health. No, thank you. Savage Roar or Tauren Warrior? We did just give this guy up. Maybe we need to take him. Yeah. But remember, 2 damage to everything.
I'm going to go with Tauren Warrior.
Yeah? Alright, let's go with the Tauren Warrior. Alright, so we find ourselves with a very, very, very good selection here. This one might take a second to choose from.
So hard.
Force of Nature, summon 3/2 Treants with charge that die at the end of the turn. So you literally just sending those things out to kill. Faceless Manipulator, Battlecry, choose a minion and become a copy of it. So he has something nasty, we want 2 of something. There it is. The Ancient War. The choose one. I do like choice decks. Taunt and 5 health or 5 attack. That is our choice to make. That's hard.
You know, it's such a hard choice. The far left is one of my favorites because just because once you die, you get the King of the Trees, the Tree Meisters.
Oh no,
they just pop out.
This just summons them.
Oh,
this isn't Death Rattle one.
Oh, it's not a Death Rattle.
No, you get 3 of these 2/2 and they have charge. So once you pull it out, they're all going out.
Man, the Force of Nature is kind of looking the best to me. I mean, that's.
Are we lacking Taunt though? This guy could be a pretty nasty Taunt.
I know, dude.
5/10.
I can't choose things like this. I am not good with choosing these. I don't want to do the Faceless Manipulator because he's too situational. If you're gonna choose a copy of a minion, it has to be a really good one.
I like choosing because he can be situational both ways.
Okay, yeah, I like that then. Give up the tree ants.
Alright, found ourselves here with the legendary cards. Alright, for the Lore Walker Cho, whenever a player casts a spell, put a copy in the other one player's hand. We have too many spells to do that. I'm thinking... Alright, so we got the 7/7/8 for Gruul, which at the end of each turn will get 1/1, plus we can give him Taunt. for another 2, so we could actually keep him alive pretty well. Or with Deathwing at the end game, Battlecry, destroy all other minions and discard your whole hand.
See, now this is where having 3 innervates like we had chosen would be best, because we could just have this Deathwing out at such an early round, and he'd be at 12-12, and then that would just make the opposition say, what the fuck are we going to do with this thing?
Yeah.
But we already have a Mountain Giant. We already have the Iron Bark Protector. Our late game is strong. We got to go with the Gruul on this one.
I'm going to agree with that. Here we have the Claw, the Garambashi Berserker, and the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Arena not being so kind to us.
Never.
Never kind to us. Alright, so maybe we go with... I kind of like the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Whenever a minion dies, you get +1 attack, but we did miss out. Oh no, we did get the Claw. So maybe between the Flesh-Eating Ghoul and the Garambashi Berserker.
I don't think we have too much to damage our own Garambashi Berserker. He has 7 though. We could pull him out at round 3. We wouldn't be able to take him out.
Ever. Like
Flesh-Eating Ghoul just has 2 little health. I think we need to take the Berserker.
Berserker! Garambashi Berserker time! Alright, so we don't have a silence yet. But I do want to say Scarlet Crusader does have a Divine Shield, which means you can normally get a 2-for-1 trade. We did talk about this one earlier, but we yet to have a silence. We might need this.
You know, we always end up playing Mage like the first 3 games, and with the Scarlet Crusader, if you have Mage can just simply hit it with a, what is it, a Fireball, Fire Blast for 1 to get her Divine Shield down, and guess what? She's completely and totally helpless. We need to take the Iron Beak out, I think. Silencing a minion is huge.
I'm going to have to agree with you on that one. I do like the silence. It is a great early play. Here we go with another choice of the Scarlet Crusader. We could go with the Charge, which is pretty much like a removal. Early game removal. Or we can neutralize, destroy any minion. We put this in our pocket until he plays something scary. We don't have any direct removal, so this might actually be a good idea. Unfortunately, it does have the drawback of giving your opposition 2 cards, but... Yeah,
giving the opponent 2 card draw is not anything you really want, but look at the other ones. We have the Scarlet Crusader again, I already described that, and the Wolf Rider has charge, but he's 1 damage, so anything he hits is going to trade. I don't see that as being big at all. And naturalize, just naturalize.
Just naturalize that shit.
Naturalize.
Alright, I do like the choice. Giving our minions 3 more costs is sort of annoying, and we're not really built on being okay with that. Charge, we've already talked about him. A Mark of Nature, the choosing to give a minion +4 attack or +4 health with taunt. I want to say Mark of Nature.
I'm going to also. I mean, the Venture looks really good, but there's no reason to completely screw our Innervate on something that made it cost more, so...
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and go with Mark of Nature. Alright, so we got 6 more cards to pick from. We do have a pretty nasty taunt. We are really lacking on our taunts, so I'm kind of saying that... Alright, well, let's just go over the Young Dragon Hawk giving Wind Fury 1/1. He does have to survive that first round. It's a great level 1 play. However, and we all do have the Rival Crocolisk, which is a beast giving 2/3. Hard to kill early game, but we are missing out on those taunts, so I'm sort of saying this is just Shield Master.
Yeah, we have a lot of round 2 and round 3 good low mana cards to play in the beginning. We got to take up on this taunt.
Alright, let's take up on
Das
that
Dingo.
Das Dingo! Alright, so we have ourselves the Elven Archer dealing 1 damage to our Garambashi Berserker that we did pick up earlier, so that could ping ourselves a little bit of damage with him. We talked about this earlier. I'm not really a big fan on restoring health. We don't have any beneficials to that besides maybe saving our asses. And this is another not wave clear, but a summon clear. 6 mana for 5/2 charge. I'm kind of thinking the Elven Archer. We are really slacking on our ones.
Yeah, and she could be, even if we pulled her late game, we have a Garambashi Berserker, we could pull them both out, hit him. Yes, I think that's a great combo to go for.
Alright, we find ourselves here with another Innovate or a Acidic Swamp Ooze with the Battle Cry, destroying the opponent's weapon. A great mana too, very situational with his Battle Cry, but it could be the matter between life or death. We do also have Moonfire, which I have been avoiding this whole time. I'm kind of thinking between Innovate or Battle Cry. Or the Acidic Swamp Ooze.
There's no reason, in my opinion, to use Moonfire to waste a whole card to just deal 1 damage. Just does not make sense to me. Innervate would be so nice to have another one. And destroy your opponent's weapon with a 3/2. For round 2, I think the Acidic Swamp Ooze is just huge. But what do you think? Do you think it's Innervate, or you're going with the middle and the right, right?
Yeah.
Those are 2 you're
I'm
going for?
really thinking Innervate because we do have this Gruul, and it would be nasty to pull him out on round 4, unable to die. Pretty nasty. We could also get some other plays having an extra Innervate on it.
You swayed my decision.
Alright.
Acidic Swamp Ooze, look at that. We got him again. But let's see if we need anything else.
Fuck him.
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
like him.
Oh my god.
Alright, so we have ourselves another Harvest Golem with the Death Rattle. We did pull up one of those earlier, I think. Yep. Wouldn't be bad to have another one, or we could have a Mark of Nature, which is another great card to have. Could really boost the shit out of something really nasty.
Yeah, I think we should go for the Mark of the Nature, but look at the Acidic Swamp Ooze. He's pissed that we didn't pick him last
Yeah,
round.
well, we're not picking him this round either. Alright, well, finding ourselves here with the 6 Shattered Sun Cleric. I think this one has been chosen for us. However, we are lacking a lot of card draw. 1 damage, giving you card draw, but it's not a nice card draw because you are using 1 card to find another card.
That's very true.
I'm kind of thinking Shattered Sun Cleric on this one.
Yeah, they keep giving it to us.
They're trying to tell us something.
Yeah,
You will win if you take this card.
Yeah.
Alright.
You're going to win if you take 5 of these cards.
Alright, so we do have a Silence, so this could be a pretty nasty play. The Ancient Watcher. It's 2 mana, 4/5, but can't attack. We have won this. We do have a Mark of the Wild to maybe make him a nice little taunt to deal with early game. Here's our card draw, though. I think it might need to be that one. We do draw 3 cards. Picking this one, or we could get the Stampeding Kudo, which destroys the enemy with 2 or less attack.
Yeah, I kind of lean towards the Ancient Watcher. He's very low mana, and we have the Mark of the Wild combo, which are both 2 mana, and we have, along with our Innervate, which could make them both come out at round 2. So if we did that, then they'd have to silence it to get rid of the taunt, and then he would be able to attack for 4. It's kind of like a huge combo because it makes them really decide. It's like a complete objective dilemma there. What do you think?
You're saying Ancient Archer, and I'm saying Nourish because we have no card draw.
Nourish, then, yeah. Card draw is always a huge thing in this game.
Though this guy has saved our ass before. It's hard.
He has, but I think card draw is just so much bigger at this point.
So that's our deck. It's pretty decent. I'm not gonna, I feel pretty comfortable with it.
We got early hitters, we got late hitters, we have a few
the chance
spells.
of really pulling out something nasty early too.
Early, exactly.
So let's go ahead and see what this gives us. I really like the Druid of the Claw, which does get the chance of either choosing a 4/4 charge or a 4/6 taunt. Didn't happen to pull any of those. I had one time where I pulled like 5 of them or something. You do want to take those whenever you get them, but we didn't get one. Unfortunately, but we do have the chance of winning all these games, getting 5-10 wins. I will be a happy camper. Camping at my desk. Alright, well, this is where things are about to get a little bit crazy now that we're actually starting to play a game. I will probably put up a little annotation if you want to skip the draft, but here we go, going against the Paladin. Pulling our Ancient War Wrath and Booty Bay Bodyguard early game. We don't really have a lot of taunts, so I'm thinking we might need to keep our Power of the Wild and throwing away our Wrath and Ancient of War.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with that. We need to keep the taunt.
Alright. Alright, here we go. Not the best play, but we do have a round 2, 2-3. That's kind of what this one's all about, is maybe having something to play. We do have a Direwolf Alpha, which we could actually pull out this round, and then next round, do you want to pull out this Direwolf Alpha
Well,
round?
let's take a look at the power. What's that guy do? He gives your minions +1/1.
Actually, yeah, that would be a better play if we pulled this out.
I think if we, but see, both of them are boosts. They're both boosts.
Yeah, but this could just be a Panther, a 3/2.
I think we need to make him a 3/2 Panther. Next round, we can play the Direwolf Alpha and make him a little bit stronger.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We did happen to find ourselves with our Starfall, which is great because if they do try to play something sick, nasty, doesn't really look like he has anything to do this round.
And
so
he doesn't. He does not. He doesn't have anything early game right now. What are you thinking? Are you looking at that naturalize?
No, not this early. I'm thinking we could kill this thing right off the bat, get a free 3 damage in, and maybe pull this thing out next round.
Sounds good to me. I like it. Save some mana too.
So we did find ourselves able to put ourselves in the lead with our 3-2 Panther. His name is Panther. He's nothing else, just Panther.
Just Panther.
Hey, what's up, Panther? How's it going? He's probably going to try and pull out some early game taunt to kind of avoid some of this damage. He might actually have sort of a wave clear, but he's trying to decide if he wants to clear that out or not. Let's see what we can do here. I'm thinking we go ahead and armor up, take out this boar, and then attack him again.
Yeah, I think that would be good. Although it would be good to trade with his minion he has on the left because that's a fairly decent trade.
Should we pull out our direwolf out? Oh no, we can't do both of those. You want to clear that out too? Because he does less damage. We'll win the trades back and forth if he doesn't kill our shit.
So you're saying you want him to try and force...
Yeah, he wants to kill this because he's going to lose the trades if we're just attacking each other.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and armor up, take out this small boar here, go ahead and hit him. We did kind of waste a mana, but that's okay. We don't want to give him any kind of early card draw right now. That neutralizes something that, if he pulls something out sick and nasty, we will be able to stop it. Alright, finding himself... Oh, the acidic swamp ooze would be fucking perfect right now.
Oh, get
I
told you, man. I told you. He was pissed off at us. He said we're going to need him, and we denied him of it. See, and that direwolf would be so nice to pull out.
Thinking we might have to try and just keep drawing that early game damage advantage. Next round we will have a taunt.
Okay.
You want to do that?
Let's do it then. Rushing him down early. He's already at 19.
But he does have that sword, so next thing he pulls out might be a pretty sick, nasty taunt. Because everything he summons now you lose the durability of this weapon, but it will have +1/1. What is he trying to do right now?
Let me think.
Yes, I will let you think.
I think it's either gonna be a taunt or a spell.
Yeah, he has to get a taunt out. It's about that time where he's really looking to have an Imp Master, it looks like. Which we'll have a 2/6. He's trying to fill up his board right now, which is just okay with us. It is a little bit scary what he's doing here. That was a pretty sick, nasty play. This
part, we do have a couple of counters that we can do.
Actually, you know what we should do is use our Starfall.
That would clear out almost everything he has, and it wouldn't.
Yeah, we can actually almost kill. Oh, no, wait. Yeah.
You do 2 damage to all minions. So we wouldn't take out his Imp Master, but it would still be so worth it. I think we should do it too.
Yeah.
Just doing way too much damage.
This thing is going to go down to a 2/2. Kind of pointless to attack it right now. I think we just hit him with the next 2 damage.
Yeah, and he can do 2 damage to us, but that's okay. We still have 1 armor and 28 health. I think it's good.
So we did pretty much waste all of his Sword of Justice. We should have maybe waited 1 more, but we did avoid a lot of early game damage by doing that. So suck on that, Mr. Paladin. What have you got for me today? Pulls out the Chillwind Yeti. He still has 2 mana to maybe summon up a little bastard. Which is just okay with us. He's gonna go ahead and hit us for the 2. Thinking maybe I might want to pull out the neutralize here. Or what are our options? I think we have to neutralize this. Yes, we are going to give him 2 cards, but we will summon also our bodyguard, take out this Imp Master, and all he'll have left is this.
I think that's the best play we can do. Completely behind you.
Now he's caught up to us on minion draw. We will say no thank you to any more of your minions. And we find ourselves here with a little, not so much board control, but we do have a pretty decent taunt in front of us. Here hitting the late game, it's really going to start becoming very apparent that we will be trying to take the lead. But let's see what he tries to do. He's going to go ahead and silence our taunt, which is okay. We can pull out a taunt next round. Secrets.
I think his secret, personally, I love to just theorize on what their secrets will be when they pull them out. I think his secret, personally, will be something that's going to hit us as soon as we pull something else out.
We can innervate into something sick nasty.
But what if his secret is something that will copy whatever our sick nasty
he doesn't do that. His, well, here, we can go ahead and look what his is. Let's go ahead. Should we keep trying to rush him down? Let's see what happens. Okay. So I say we innervate. What?
So that's not it. It's obviously something that we pull out.
Well, no, it could, he could change the health of something that we pull out to 1. I think that's one of it. Also here, let's see if it's...
That's not it.
No.
So I think we need to pull out something small. Something small that he can't really change too much of.
We must cleanse the sun well.
There it is. He's going to change this to 1 health.
Which is perfect. Thank God we did not innervate to that Iron Bark Protector.
Yeah, that was a good call, man.
Just
good
saying,
call,
when
bro.
someone pulls out a secret, you have to be very wary of what it's going to be.
He finds himself with a pretty sick, nasty taunt and the Molten Giant. This might become a game of who's going to rush down who first. We do find ourselves with a little bit of a lead, which is good for us. He does still have his 2/1 golem, giving us our turn.
Now, I think... Oh, we got the Mountain Giant. We got the Mountain Giant. Ooh.
I'm kind of thinking we pull out this guy, give him +5. Alright, first of all, we need to clear out that. Alright. So what I'm thinking is giving this guy the +5 attack.
And did it say +5 attack and plus health? Plus...
Oh,
no,
wait,
taunt.
never mind. That whole combo went away. We're either going to have to pull out our Iron Bark to maybe neutralize this Molten Giant.
But it would also kill our Iron Bark.
Yeah, but we still have another taunt in the bag.
We could do that. We could definitely do that. Now, what are you going to do with this bitch?
I think I'm going to try and scare him down into trying to figure out if he wants to clear or attack.
I hope you like my invention.
So he's going to go ahead and look for that extra card draw just to see what he can do. Right now, I think he's going to try and do something to buff. No?
Personally, what I think he's going to try and do is take down an Iron Bark without killing his... what's that guy? Maybe not. He's just going to completely trade it. Okay. Well, that does work for us. We have a couple extra cards in our deck that we can't pull out now.
Let the pain speak to me.
Okay, now he's just pulling out a lot of minions.
As much as he can.
We have a lot of late game cards here. Unfortunately, we can only... Well, we do have...
Okay, so 5 damage. So he will... Alright, if we we pull this out, it's going to have taunt plus 5 health. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage, so he doesn't have enough to kill it with what he has on the board. I think this might be a good play because he has to literally kill everything to get to it.
I think we should do it too. Then he can't. He misses out on 5 attacks.
Okay, so we're left here with a little bit of extra, so we can actually take out one of these.
We can take out one of them and armor up, and that's pretty much our only play.
We'll go ahead and take out one of these two. I don't think it really matters. So now all he has potential is 3, 5, 6 damage onto this guy. So let's see what he does about that.
He does not know what to do. Maybe he does.
He might have a silence. Silence would hurt. He did already play a silence card earlier. Doesn't look like he's got much going on for him because he is summoning another Silver Hand Recruit. What he could do is try and hit us again for another card draw, which, yeah, see, that's what he's going to do. He's really hoping to pull something he can use out right now. He really needs some. There he goes. He did find something. It might be, I think it's a taunt, to be honest with you. It's a secret. Alright, so let's see what he does. He's got himself a secret keeper.
We've got ourselves now to where we're going to have to start clearing out his board. They're not doing too much damage, so it's not.
What could this secret be that would stop us from hurting him? Oh, we can take the same amount of damage back. I think that's the only thing he's got. What I really want to pull out is I want to pull out this Boulder Fist. And then...
Are you going to... Well, if it were him doing the same amount of damage to us as in our character that we do to him.
Yeah.
You could do it with the taunt right now, and it would rush him down to 4.
Yeah, that's what it is, I think. Oh no, it's the Noble Sacrifice. Which was fine. Alright, so let's see how much damage he's got. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, which is enough to kill this. I think the best play that we do have available to us right now is to
1/1 that taunt. Is that what you're thinking?
I'm not thinking that. No.
I'm gonna summon the Panther.
I'm gonna summon the Panther, and then I'm going to take out 2 of his damage and end the turn there. So all he has on the field right now to do damage to us is he has to use all of these to kill that.
Very good play by Ill Shifted.
Let's see what he's got here. It's got to be a pretty sick, nasty taunt. No, it looks like he's about to be giving up right now. If that was his play, we won this one.
Yeah.
Clearing out his own deck for us, giving himself charge. Nothing is going to...
Looks like he's just putting out everything there to concede unless he's got something else.
Alright. So we do have ourselves... I'm saying we're going to play the taunt. We're going to play our Garenbashi Berserker. We are going to hit him for 7. And we could innervate and take out one of these. Because he does have enough damage to kill our taunt right now. So let's go ahead and do that. Now he doesn't have enough damage to kill our taunt. Let's see if he gets something pretty nice out. I don't know what he could play right now that would be hurtful to our situation. We are in a good place right now.
We're kind of in the driver's seat, you know?
So he's going to go ahead and hit us with that, hoping to... He's going to draw a card, hoping to get something to really save his life. With the charge, it doesn't look like he did. And he goes ahead and concede. We do pull out the first victory with our Druid deck. Walking through every step with you guys today. It was a lot of fun. Yeah.
I'd say just let us know if you guys like the video, and
Yeah, we'll do way more of these dual commentaries on these videos. We kind of been doing this for a while because I started playing it. He's my roommate. Birdfoot got me. You know, he streams Halo, which I'll put a link down for you. You should check out his stream. It is pretty cool. But he watched me play this. He got into it as well, so we both kind of play it together. So this has been Ill Shifted, and
Birdflu got me.
And we're from Focus on Play. Please subscribe, like, comment, all that sexy stuff down beneath. This is going to be the end of this video, but I'm sure there'll be more, especially finishing out this Druid deck. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching.